One Zambia, One Nation, thank you so much for joining us on the news desk. We are coming to you from the mass media complex in Lusaka. Let us take a look at the top stories. Mumbwa district cut off from Chiwombo after link bridge washed away. Construction of CDF-funded Likaka Health Post in Sikongo district nears completion. Plus, community markets for conservation Komako aids Nyimba beekeepers. With the details, my name is Amos Zulu. Chiwena Bridge that connects Mumbwa and Chiwombo districts via the Landless Corner Road has been washed away by heavy rains. Mumbwa Town Council Chairperson Charlie Masumo has since advised motorists to avoid using the Mumbwa Landless Road after the bridge was partly washed away by a heavy downpour. Mr. Masumo appealed to the Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit to come to the aid of the traveling public and repair the damaged bridge to prevent loss of lives. Kruger Siankulu reports that school-going children and motorists on either sides of the damaged bridge were failing to cross.
The Landless Corner Mumbwa Road is an economic road that requires periodic maintenance for goods and services to be taken closer to the consumers. However, the people of Chiwena area woke up to a road shock to find the bridge has been washed away by heavy rainfall. Mumbwa Town Council Chairperson Charlie Masumo, who rushed to the area, has described the situation as a death trap.
The school children cannot cross. The mothers who are supposed to go for antenatal cannot cross. So this road actually is very dangerous. So what I'm urging, especially the motorists, I urge them not to use this road. So the road is now becoming a death trap. We need to wait for the government to work on this road.
And Mumbwa District Administrative Officer Dr. Smasik Nawa says the bridge requires urgent attention.
Not to use the road for now, as government works on the road. It's an urgent matter. This is the economic road that links Lusaka to Mumbwa, and it requires the attention it deserves, and government is addressing the issue of the road.
Meanwhile, the road users have also raised their concerns.
Is to put, if you can put barrier tape, because there are some people can be convinced to pass through this area, and this can cause a lot of casualties. So what can be done is just a temporary measure, is to put some barrier tape, just warning signs to pedestrians.
Coming from Mumbwa, going to Chiwombo. Unfortunately, when I reached the Chiwena Bridge has been washed away. So whoever is coming from Chiwombo or coming from Mumbwa, be careful, because the road is for now blocked.
Kruger Siankulu, Zanis, Mumbwa.
Minister of Water Development and Sanitation Mike Mposha says government will this year construct 16 dams across the country to enhance provision of clean drinking water and support irrigation to enhance farming activities in parts of the country facing water challenges. Mr. Mposha, who was inspecting water projects in the province, disclosed that 10 dams will be constructed in southern province. Here's a report.
Works on the rehabilitation of the 18-kilometer Mzuma pipeline supplying water to Choma town and the surrounding areas is progressing well, with works on 4 kilometers of the pipeline funded in the first phase of the project now at 90%. Water Development and Sanitation Minister Mike Mposha visited Mzuma Dam to inspect the works. Here, the minister announced an additional allocation of 8 million euros to complete the project.
Money has been found now, resources have been mobilized, and this project will be assisted to the tune of 8 million euros to finish off this project. So the remaining 14 kilometers, once the funds are dispersed, will be quickly finalized.
It's a very big milestone. The project has been birthed from a history of inconsistencies on the line, a lot of breakages on the line, resulting in a loss of water. So as you know, this particular station is an all-rounder station, which means that we actually treat the water from here. So whenever we've got a leak in the network, it means we are losing the whole value chain of water.
Some of the funds will also be used to rehabilitate Munzuma Dam to increase its water collection capacity, and the minister wants the work expedited.
So I just want to appeal to the contractor, who is already doing a very good job, and the SWASCO, to ensure that once we bring in the 8 million euros, we can expedite the works so that the people of Choma, the cries for enough water, for clean water in Choma should be resolved.
Once completed, the project will not only contribute to improve supply of water, but will also enhance water quality. Costa Kimudenda, Zanis, in Choma District, Southern Province.
Thank you, Kostak, for that report. And in a related development, government has embarked on a routine maintenance program of old dams to enhance provision of water to communities for drinking and farming activities. Lusaka Province Permanent Secretary Robert Kamalata has inspected the Lutuba Dam in Chongwe District, which was constructed in 1991 after it recently underwent routine maintenance. Mr. Kamalata urged local people to look after the infrastructure. Jonathan Mukuka now gives us the details.
The Ministry of Water Development and Sanitation has planned to construct 16 water dams across the country in 2023 so as to enable people, especially those living in farming blocks, to have access to water for farming, among other activities. The government has also embarked on a maintenance program of old water dams that include Lituba Dam in Rufunsa that was constructed in 1991. Lusaka Province Permanent Secretary Robert Kamalata has visited Lituba Dam and wants the local people to take care of the infrastructure.
So now as a committee, I want to tell you that look after this dam. It is your property. It was a gift from the government. In as much as you look after it, even as government, we are coming to help and work with you.
Abigail Mailenge is the Water Resources Development Officer for Rufunsa District.
So this dam was constructed in 1991 by Ministry of Agriculture under the Rural Investment Fund. So this dam is it's currently serving 4 villages that are surrounding the area for gardening activities, irrigation, livestock.
Local people are elated with the maintenance program, and this is what they had to say to the government.
We are willing to work with the government. We really need your help, and we are so happy. We especially seeing you, and I'm told this is the only dam in Rufunsa, which is well. As it is, okay, it is well, but with your help, I know we will improve.
Jonathan reporting for Zanis News in Rufunsa District, Lusaka Province.
Now, the face of Sikongo District is changing following the commencement of construction of decent public infrastructure in various sectors, among them health, education, and agriculture. Eric Chiwala reports that Sikongo District is constructing a health facility using the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, to enhance delivery of health services to people in the remote parts of the district. Likaka Health Post is among the 40 infrastructure projects being financed under CDF in the district and is expected to be completed in February this year. Take a look.
By use of the increased constituency development funds, the UPND government has continued with its agenda of not only upgrading but construction of new public infrastructure robustly. Among the various public infrastructure development projects being undertaken includes health posts, schools, and staff houses for government workers. In the Kaka area of Sikongo District, government is constructing a health post which has been an unceasing demand by the community for over 5 years since the district was created.
So here we are at the Kaka Health Post. This is one of the projects that we prioritized for 2022 CDF. And I think I'm happy to see the progress that is the contractor has made so far. This project is just less than a month. And I'm very sure, looking at the pace at which the contractor is moving, that by end of next month, this project will be completed.
The project has excited the receiving community due to the various challenges that it is set to address pertaining to access to professional healthcare services.
Nelunyanda kwa mulaho kuluzwa, neluyela ngasipatela mwabuse bwanu kamwaliumba, neluyela ngasipatela kwa mwandi. Chole kona kuli bana baluna ne bashwela mwalinzila. Bana baluna ne bapuluhela mwalinzila. Neluna ni manyando ama tunahulu. Kikafo nelulilo ka hulu kuli kambe lufuma na sipatela.
Not only is this project going to benefit the community through health service delivery, but the project carries opportunities of employment and empowerment to youths of Congo.
Nitumeza hulu kwa muso kuleza wadi project kulimana lutofitafana kuya haku tofitafa. Ape ni saso sweza ni baba mbana na baba nana sinakana baba science ma community kulikambe kintu ekona ni baba mbapangema campaign a construction kuli bakone kufumana ma project akuli babereke sinamolo fumanezi niruna.
There are about 40 projects of a similar nature under sectors such as health, education and agriculture set to be undertaken during the 2023 CDF financial year. And once these are done, the face of Congo is surely set to change from using unconducive public structures like this to standardized modern public infrastructure. Zanis, Sikongo District, Western Province.
Still in health news, Henry Lumpa Jr. reports that some schools in Chinsali District in Muchinga Province have relaxed enforcing COVID-19 preventive measures. A check by Zanis in some selected schools found many learners not adhering to the COVID-19 guidelines, especially wearing of face masks. Chinsali District Education Board Secretary Pardon Tesho says that headmasters around the district have been directed to urgently begin strengthening preventive measures in the learning institutions in the wake of increasing cases of the pandemic in the country.
In the wake of the re-emergence of increasing COVID-19 cases, for these learners that recently reopened schools in Chinsali District, it is business as usual. A check by Zanis in some schools found learners not adhering to the COVID-19 preventive guidelines, with most of them barely having a face mask on, with minimal hand washing and sanitizing. Chinsali District Education Board Secretary Pardon Tesho stated that head teachers in the district have been directed to strengthen preventive measures, stressing that the disease is still active and deadly.
We have cautioned all the head teachers to be as strict and as active as we were in the first and second phases. We should not take it lightly.
Some teachers have since explained that they are on course with putting up preventive measures as learners are just in their second week of resuming classes.
For the opening of schools, the minister emphasized that we should follow the guidelines. So we have started, though most of the learners, they have no masks.
And Yasheni Primary School head teacher Joseph Chanda has also called on parents and guardians to cooperate with school authorities in sensitizing the learners.
The parents are our partners, so we need to work together. When the children are out there at the various places, they should also ensure that children are protected, as we are making sure that they are protected in schools.
Recently, the country and the world at large has seen an increase in the number of COVID-19 cases as well as possible COVID-related deaths. Henry Lumpa Jr., Zanis in Chinsali, Muchinga Province.
You are still watching Zanis News. Over 60,000 heads of cattle have been targeted for vaccination against foot and mouth disease in Kapiriposhi district out of the estimated cattle population of 70,000. Take a look at this report.
Livestock diseases contribute to a set of problems, such as productivity losses within the livestock production systems and have a negative impact on human health. Livestock disease control through vaccination can reduce diseases, and that's why the Department of Livestock in Kaprimposhi district has commenced a cattle vaccination exercise that will see 60,000 heads of cattle vaccinated for foot and mouth disease.
Kapirimposhi as a district has got an estimated cattle population of 70,000 animals. So basically this exercise we are running is for free. The vaccine is from government and we are urging all farmers to come through and have the animals vaccinated. As you may be aware, FMD is a highly contagious infectious disease which normally affects cloven-hooved animals. But of particular interest in this exercise, we are targeting cattle.
Livestock farmers have responded in numbers to have their animals vaccinated.
Government ikujeje kintu kimwe atwetera mulise kudibya ngombe esubi yasiramisa mu ngombe so twamulumba gapati
baningi ono twabona mbulu kuti ingombe esukoti ilapona kabo tukamboka kuti akwavirirwa ono tulomba kuzimana kwamba kuti chahikale chindi chakuchita vaccine ya foot and mouth kajitolerera kwamba kuti kamutuye asike kuti kamutungwaviririra ngombe esu.
This control measure is crucial to the sustainability of productivity for livestock farmers in the district. Carlos Bunda, Zanis, Kapirimposhi.
Carlos Bunda with that report. In other news, Northwestern Province, rather the Mwinilunga Jimbe Road in Ikelenge District potentially provides Zambia and the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, with the shortest and cheapest possible route to the sea through the Lobito corridor. The route will provide Zambia with access to a market of more than 1.2 million consumers. Chieftainess Ikelengi has praised President Hakainde Hichilema for engaging his counterpart in Angola over the construction of a road, railway and pipeline through Jimbe border, as it will enhance business and trade between the two countries. Details in the following report.
On the fringes of the country, about 340 kilometers west of Solwezi in Northwestern Province, sits Ikelengi district on a potentially important trade route bordering Angola and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. President Hakainde Hichilema's recent visit to Angola for talks to build a road and a rail connection between Zambia and that country through Jimbe border in Ikelengi district has generated expectations in this tiny border town of about 45,000 people.
Hiya hosha mkwaka howai, hosha nukufumisha nga manji muitunga dangora na kuleta nga munu muitunga da Zambia. Himazo wu anzangarisha nankashi. Chenyi nawa himanji howai, hosha ni hasangu ya njanji. Muronga iyi njanji aita chikiride. Ilanga na kuhuere kudu presidenti Hakainde Hichilema. Muronga hili yara dakora dina kuila nukuhosha mu nukuiramu.
Seeing what the ministers have been writing, signing in Angola, we are very much pleased. We are very happy because for development to come to Ikelengi, it will mean the pushing of things by the president. And this is what he has done exactly.
Ikelengi Member of Parliament Elijah Mchima has assured the people of Northwestern Province that the government will deliver on its promises to unlock trade with Angola through Jimbe border.
Angola will open up. There will be a lot of traffic on this road and there will be a lot of activity. I'm very happy and I commend what President Hakainde is doing.
The Mwinilunga Jimbe Road, though in a deplorable state today, can provide Zambia and the DRC with the shortest and cheapest possible route to the sea through the Lobito corridor with access to a market of more than 1.2 billion consumers according to the African Development Bank. Victor Mwila for Zanis in Ikelengi, Northwestern Province.
One of the stories making headlines in our news, about 1,000 beekeeping farmers in Nyimba district are receiving support and sponsorship from the community markets for conservation, Komako. The honey from the beekeepers is processed and packaged at the Komako honey processing plant based within Nyimba district.
Beekeeping is one of the lucrative businesses in Nyimba district in Eastern Province, mainly because of the availability of the buyer of the product. At least 1,000 beekeepers are selling their honey to the community markets for conservation, Komako honey processing plant in Nyimba. The plant processes about 60 tons of honey annually.
Their benefits are that I think they're able to conserve the trees in the communities. That's the biggest one of them more. And then they are able, since honey is in two seasons, we have the June and the December one. they're able to pay for their school fees, their children's school fees, because we give them the best price on the market, and they're able to appreciate nature, and that trees are very important to us.
Apart from supporting and sponsoring beekeepers in Nyimba, Komako is also promoting forest conservation in Senior Chief Wembe's area. About 15,000 hectares of forest are being taken care of under the Komako Carbon Project. Senior Chief Wembe of the Nsenga people in Nyimba district explains the many benefits derived from the Carbon Project.
The benefits that the people have seen in conservation is, apart from preventing the adverse climate change, there is also a token of appreciation that the people are receiving from Komako. So that is used to develop the community and the well-being of the people in these areas.
Kalwe Hanzuki, reporting in Nyimba.
And lastly, the vision of Lusaka City becoming a clean and green garden city is being hampered by the continued piling up of garbage in the capital city. The local authority, which is mandated to manage solid waste, is blaming traders and the general public for throwing litter in undesignated places in the Central Business District, CBD.
This has now become a permanent feature of Lusaka Central Business District. Garbage has continued to pile up, posing a health hazard to the general public. A check by Zanis at City Market found garbage in the Bombay drainage, and some of it heaped in the middle lane of Lumumba Road. Lusaka City Council, which is mandated to collect and dispose of the garbage from the CBD, is blaming traders and the general public for allegedly throwing litter in undesignated places.
The local authority is doing its best to ensure that the existing drainage systems within the city are operating properly to avoid overflows. We have got 22 performance contractors who are working hand in hand with our engineers to ensure that the smaller drains are passing well to the bigger drains. The rainwater especially is flowing well from smaller drains to bigger drainage systems like the Bombay drainage system. The problem that we are facing as a local authority is the disposal of wastes. The issue of disposal of waste by the public is much a problem for the local authority because some people have got a tendency of throwing garbage in designated places. They throw garbage in these drains. As a result, they get blocked at the end of the day. This is what we are seeing as overflows in some parts of the city. But then we are on the ground to ensure that there's order and sanity within the city.
However, some traders have admitted to contributing to the garbage piling up, but have urged the local authority to step up in its management of garbage collection. When council workers come to clean this place, they do not collect the garbage there and then. And the general public has called on government to find a lasting solution to this situation.
They are here out in the streets doing their businesses, their daily businesses. When they eat or cut something, they just throw the garbage right on the side of the road, which is the street just continue being dirty.
Jane Simalumba Zanis in Lusaka.
That report by Jane Simalumba brings us to the end of the news, but before we go, a reminder of the headlines. Mumbwa district cut off from Chivombo after link bridge washed away. Construction of CDF-funded Likaka Health Post in Sikongo district nears completion. And lastly, community markets for conservation, Komako aids Nyimba beekeepers. We end the news just there, but you can access these and many other stories on our website, zanis.com.zm. On behalf of the entire production team, my name is Amos Zulu. Bye for now.